This video is designed to orient you to the Comparative Organizer assignment in OPWL 535. The Comparative Organizer is designed to help students synthesize information about the learning theories we're studying. It's good preparation for writing a literature review because it requires you to concisely summarize information about each theory relative to a set of questions. First, we'll look at the assignment requirements. Then we'll look at a sample, and finally we'll review the rubric for the Comparative Organizer and review how to submit an assignment in Blackboard. In your syllabus, you'll find the description of the assignment. For this two-part assignment, for which the first is due at the end of Module 6 and the second is due at the end of Module 11, you'll create tables in your word processing program and compare the theories we're studying this semester. The Comparative Organizer will include behaviorism, cognitive information processing, schema theories, including mental models, and problem-based learning for the first assignment. Let's take a look at an example of the table with the headings. For each of these theories, you'll summarize the material we've learned, focusing primarily on ideas that are most pertinent to workplace learning. For example, when we learned about behaviorism in Module 3, we discussed its historical roots, including classical and operant conditioning. Since classical conditioning refers to involuntary responses, that has less applicability to the contemporary workplace, although it does have some usefulness. As our example shows, this student references the differences between classical and operant conditioning in her own language. The column, primary role of the instructor, is referring to a trainer in the workplace. What is his or her primary responsibility in terms of behaviorism? The next column asks for examples of the ways these instructional strategies are used. This column, as you can see, captures the basic ideas, again in the student's own words. Note that the student has left some key ideas out of this section. What might you add here as a key idea that the author in this example omitted? Finally, the last column asks for an original idea about ways to apply learning theory in the workplace. These examples can be drawn from your discussion posts. Keep the ideas short and clear. While the example here does not reference our readings or quote material, you can do that, but remember the emphasis should be on learning how to speak about this material in your own voice. If there was a key idea that occurred to you while we were studying behaviorism, for example, include that in your table. You'll be more likely to remember it later and be able to use it in other writing. In general, your responses for each theory should not exceed 1 page. So 1 table per page per theory, which means the first assignment should be about 4 pages.
Let's take a look at the rubric for the Comparative Organizer. Keep in mind that this is the rubric for Comparative Organizer Part 1. The one that we'll use for Comparative Organizer Part 2 is very similar. Pay attention to the content in each of the cells for the criteria to earn the points for excellent, competent, or needs work on each of these categories. You'll notice that the cells refer to 6 information points. Those 6 information points are spelled out here at the top of the rubric. They're also discussed in the assignment, just as we were talking about earlier. The names of the theory, names associated with the theory, history piece, descriptions of the factors that influence learning according to the theory, the way that the teacher or instructor uses the theory, descriptions of strategies, basic strategies used to implement the theory, and brief descriptions of the ways that you could use them in the workplace. The heaviest concentration of points are going to fall regarding the content information. So between the theories, that you've included all of the theories, that you've covered all 6 points that we just discussed, and that you've done so in a thorough and detailed manner, will earn you 75% of the points for this assignment. So keeping that in mind, that's where your energy should be focused. The originality of your writing is designed to reinforce the idea that this is a synthesis. This is your chance to gather up your thoughts and your knowledge about the theories that we're covering in the first several modules of the course. And by committing those to the tables that we have designed, that will help solidify that information for you. When you're ready to submit your assignments, it's pretty easy. Just click on the assignment drop box and navigate down the window to Comparative Organizer. Click on that link. On this one, you're definitely going to want to attach your document. Open that. You'll see that it appears here on the screen. Submit. And when you do, you'll see success. Your submission appears on this page, and you'll be able to see it right there. So hopefully that's helpful. Please just let me know if you need more explanation or have any questions that I didn't cover.